G'day YouTube, it's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again. Welcome back with some more WWE 13 Universe mode. We're here with our final episode of Monday Night Raw before the Extreme Rules pay-per-view on Sunday. Now remember, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view is on Sunday, meaning it will be recorded this week and will be live for you to view Sunday evening. But before that, we've got tonight's Raw, Thursday night's Ring of Honor, and Saturday night's Ring of Honor pay-per-view Evolve. So there's loads of wrestling coming up in the next week, and I definitely hope you're all enjoying it. Now, right now, you'll see our first matchup of the night on Monday Night Raw between two debutantes from our NXT development program. Of course, as I said last week, we will be having on the first match of each Monday Night Raw two wrestlers from our NXT development program wrestling against one another, and tonight is Sami Callihan in the grey singlet going up against Sami Zayn, or formerly Al Generico, from the indie circuit in the black and red trunks. Now, many people will know him from his time in the independent circuit and Ring of Honor as Sami Zayn. So we understand, as Al Generico, sorry. So we'll understand why you may be confused as him as Sami Zayn. But he's still got the talent of Al Generico, just not wrestling underneath his mask. Now, as you see, Zayn going for the win here. He picks up the win over Sami Callihan, which puts him into our first match of the night on our pay-per-view for the NXT World Championship alongside Bo Dallas, Samurai Del Sol, and another person to be named later. So it's going to be a huge matchup in our first match of our pay-per-view. So I hope you're looking forward to that, to seeing some of our young talent going up against each other for the NXT World title. Now we move on to a rematch from last week between Wade Barrett and Justin Gabriel. Last week, Justin Gabriel picked up the huge win as he's looking for a singles push against Wade Barrett, Wade Barrett coming off the back of a win against Randy Orton the week before. Last week though, after the match, after Gabriel picked up the shock win, Mark Henry's movie entrance video played on the Titantron after the match. Both men were confused, had no idea what was going on, and we were left bemused as the show went on. We had no idea what had just happened, and we still don't understand what's just happened. But Barrett still wanted a rematch to try and regain some honour and get his name back, basically, after losing shockingly to Justin Gabriel the week before. Now you see Gabriel accidentally takes out the referee here, and all of a sudden Randy Orton comes sprinting to the ring, and he's going straight after Wade Barrett here. Barrett's trying to get out of the way, but Orton taking it to Barrett, and Orton throws Barrett back to the ring, and Gabriel hits Barrett in the stomach with a sledgehammer, and now taking it to Barrett with a sledgehammer. This is unlike Justin Gabriel. Justin Gabriel, the face, a major face in the company, has just gone after Wade Barrett with a sledgehammer. That's unlike him, but you know he wants to win. He's looking for a push in the singles division. The referee's back up. He has no idea what's just happened. Gabriel now distracting the referee as Orton hits Barrett on the stage with the RKO. This match could all but be over. Gabriel going back after Barrett now, looking to throw him back in the wing. You know he's going to go for the win here. Oh, Barrett must be knackered. He's been hit with a sledgehammer, now thrown over the steps, as well as a hit by an RKO on the steps. The referee has no idea what's gone on. He didn't even see Randy Orton. He was being distracted by Justin Gabriel whilst Orton hit him with the RKO. We have no idea what's just gone on here, but we definitely will be finding out at a pay-per-view, I'm sure, between these three men. And we still do not have any idea why Mark Henry came out movie showed last week. We'll have to find out in the coming weeks, I suppose. As you see Gabriel taking it to the injured Barrett now. We could be nearing the end as Gabriel hits the 450 senton on the Barrett, and this is the end. Gabriel picks up the win. Two shock wins for Justin Gabriel back to back now. This one a bit more controversial, but you see Gabriel celebrating the win here. Barrett just getting back up. But all of a sudden, Mark Henry's movie is playing once again. And again, Barrett and Gabriel both confused, neither men. But there is Mark Henry. Mark Henry's behind him. He takes out Gabriel with a big chop to the back and now goes after Wade Barrett. What has just gone on here? Mark Henry has just laid out both men in this matchup. What has just happened in the Raw ring now? What has just gone on? We are hearing from the general manager down my headset right now that we have just had 2 matches booked for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view as a result of the match you've just witnessed. And that is that Justin Gabriel will be going one-on-one with Mark Henry in a grudge match. So we'll be interested to see what happens from that match and see if Mark Henry has anything to say for himself. Of course, Wade Barrett will be interested in that match as well after being beat twice by Justin Gabriel and laid out by Mark Henry there. And as well as that, we will be having Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton in a last man standing match at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view as well. So that's going to be a huge match. The 2 men have been going at it for weeks now, and Orton just got involved again in the match. Wade Barrett will definitely be after Orton in that one as well. So 2 huge matches announced there, and we'll have to see what happens at the pay-per-view. As you see, a match between Divas champion AJ Lee against Natalya. Of course, AJ Lee at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view will be going one-on-one for the Divas Championship with Paige from our NXT development program. Paige earned a title shot earlier this week on NXT. So she'll be going for the Divas Championship against the champion AJ Lee. AJ Lee will be looking to get some momentum here against Natalya. Natalya, one of the best divas in the division. One of the best wrestling divas, definitely. So this will be a huge win for AJ Lee as she looks to be going to the top rope here. The big sit-down leg drop onto Natalya's head. Great move by AJ Lee, but she's getting hit by suplexes now. But Lee coming back into it with the big DDT on Natalya and now working the head of Natalya. The big drop kick to the face. AJ Lee has control here as she goes for the flip over neck breaker. I don't quite know what it's called, I must admit. But she's going for the pin here. The 1, 2 and the 3. AJ Lee picks up the victory here. Big win for AJ Lee. And that definitely will help her out going into the pay-per-view against Paige now. She's got some good momentum going. Of course, her boyfriend, Dolph Ziggler, will be involved in a matchup later tonight possibly. But definitely will be involved at the pay-per-view. As you see, Dean Ambrose now laid out in the back. We've just heard word he was attacked earlier on and he has just been found. We have no idea what's gone on, but I have to wonder, was it Dolph Ziggler, Big E and Big Zeke, Ezekiel Jackson? I have to presume so. But we have to move on to our next match of the evening now, involving Dean Ambrose's teammates, stablemates in the Shield, the tag team champions, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, going up against the tag team from our developmental program, NXT again. Corey Graves in the skinny jeans and Cassius Ohno, formerly Chris Hero from Ring of Honor. What a move by Seth Rollins there. This could be a great matchup. A newly formed team in Corey Graves and Cassius Ohno. Originally Cassius Ohno did want to team with Antonio Cesaro, formerly Claudio Castellone from Ring of Honor. They were the kings of wrestling in Ring of Honor, but Antonio Cesaro has joined We the People, the Real Americans, with Jack Swagger. So unfortunately that tag team was not available for Cassius Ohno. So we found a new tag team partner in Corey Graves. But you see Corey Graves not in this matchup right now. He has been stretchered to the back. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns picked his leg apart and Corey Graves went for a move and all of a sudden his knee popped. So he is not able to compete in the rest of this matchup. So Cassius Ohno will have to go it on his own. And you see the Shield taking full advantage of that. Completely working over Cassius Ohno here. He is getting it taken to him by the Shield. And the Shield showing why they are the best tag team in the business. Now, of course, the Shield been utterly dominant as the weeks have gone on in Raw. They have taken one loss to Primo and Epico, but they have been utterly dominant since then. As you see the huge tag team move there by the Shield. Roman Reigns with a big suplex off the top rope, followed by Seth Rollins with the standing moonsault. Beautiful manoeuvre, and now Roman Reigns taking it to Cassius Ohno. The huge Pele backflip kick by Seth Rollins. We could be nearing the end now, but Cassius Ohno coming back, but all of a sudden a huge diving lariat from Seth Rollins. Could be nearing the end now as Roman Reigns going to the top rope and he kicks. Seth Rollins kicks Cassius Ohno off the top rope. Roman Reigns with a huge spear. We could be at the end of the match now. Seth Rollins getting out so the count can be done. 1, 2, 3, Cassius Ohno falls victim to Roman Reigns' spear, and the Shield pick up a huge victory here. You see the Shield celebrating Reigns and Rollins there. But here are Big E and Big Zeke, and they blindside Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Now Big E and Big Zeke, these two monstrous men, otherwise known as Ziggler's Heavies, are taking it to Seth Rollins. Now Seth Rollins has no hope against these two. They drop him on his head on the ring rope, and now going after Roman Reigns. This can't be a double suplex. Oh my god, we are used to the Shield unleashing damage like this with their triple powerbomb. But you see it's Big E and Big Zeke that laid them out. This could have huge consequences in the coming weeks. We'll have to see what happens at the pay-per-view. Oh, this is huge. We've seen Ziggler go after Dean Ambrose in recent weeks, and these two men join in. And now they've gone after the tag team champions. They've completely laid the tag team champs out now as they exit the ring. Just unleashed carnage on the tag team champions. Oh my god. We have to move on to our main event now. Is it? You see John Cena entering the ring. He sprints in and takes out Jericho. I was about to say our main event #1 contenders match for the WWE title against CM Punk at the pay-per-view between Chris Jericho and John Cena. Huge matchup coming ahead. These two have had a history in recent weeks. Jericho cost Cena his title at the first episode of Raw against Punk. As you see Cena lining him up for the attitude adjustment, but good reversal by Jericho. He spins Cena around, hits the code breaker. This could be the end already. Quick matchup so far. Jericho with the 1. Oh, Cena kicks out of the 1 count. I've just heard word in my ear. We have another match booked for the pay-per-view, and it is a 6-man TLC match, pinfall TLC match that is, between the 3 members of the Shield, the United States Champion Dean Ambrose, the Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, going up against the team of Dolph Ziggler, Big E and Big Zeke Ezekiel Jackson. Huge matchup. The 6 men in the ring have had huge history in the recent weeks, so this will be a huge matchup, and definitely you'll be witnessing carnage in the coming week, in the coming pay-per-view even. And we have just heard there is a stipulation for that matchup as well. If Ziggler, Zeke and Big E win, they will all get title shots against the opponents. So Ziggler will be going up against Dean Ambrose for the United States Championship, and a team of Big E and Big Zeke will be going up against the Shield for the Tag Team Championships in the future. They can cash those title opportunities in on any episode of Raw, not at pay-per-views, any episode of Raw. So we'll be looking forward to that in future weeks. As you see Jericho taking the control now. He's going for the walls of Jericho on Cena. Cena could tap here. He's got it locked in. We did have Jericho make Cena tap in a few weeks ago. And CM Punk made Cena tap last week. So Cena on a bad run of form of late. And Jericho taking it to Cena now with the big rolling forearm off the top rope. Just completely picking apart Cena now as he's going for the lion tamer. This is what he made Cena tap with last time. He's got it locked in tight. Cena has nowhere to go. The arch on the back looks like it's going to break. And Cena taps. Cena taps. Jericho is your #1 contender for the WWE title at Extreme Rules. So we're going to have a huge pay-per-view with the main event being an Extreme Rules match between Chris Jericho, Y2J and CM Punk for the WWE title in CM Punk's last matchup ever on Raw. I hope you're looking forward to that. Remember to tune in on Thursday for Ring of Honor, then Saturday for Ring of Honor's pay-per-view Evolve, followed by Sunday's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Hope you've all enjoyed, and peace out YouTube. We're heading into overtime.